What's going on YouTube? It's Donald here back for another video, and we will be talking about in today's video the restart of the, or not restart, but the resume of the 2019-20 NBA season and more details on that, so stay tuned. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. What's going on YouTube? Donald here back with another video. Sorry I missed the video yesterday. I actually have an excuse. I was going through a lot yesterday. So sorry for that, guys. But we're back with another video, and as you guys can see, no, we're not on NBA.com, but close enough. We're on the NBA app, and I'm gonna be letting you guys. Y'all can see it, but I'm a review for the people that's blind with voiceover at the speed I did, kind of with the Xbox Series X details, and tell y'all and show you guys more details on the official resume of the NBA season. I'm very excited because my Lakers now still got a chance to not only go to the championship but also win it, the NBA Finals. So let's listen, and I'll try to explain as it goes on. Oops. NBA. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna slow down the speed.
NBA. Hits. Sounds. Speaking rate. 95. 75. 60. 60. 55%.
Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. Okay, so here we go.
The NBA season is tentatively set to restart on July 31st.
Yep, so obviously y'all heard that it's gonna be starting up on July 31st. Here we go.
The 2019-20 NBA season went on hiatus on March 11th because of the coronavirus pandemic. Link.
That's it.
Actions available.
That's it. The coronavirus. Voiceover pronounces some stuff wrong, but keep listening.
On June 4th, the NBA's Board of Governors approved a competitive format
So yeah, they approved like tournaments
to restart the 2019-20 season. Link.
All right, let's keep listening.
With 22 teams returning to play and a tentative start date of July 31st, the board's approval is the first formal step among many required to resume the season, and the NBA is working to finalize a comprehensive season restart plan with the National Basketball Players Association.
So it's saying that it's gonna have 22 teams. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all hear it yourselves, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's not 11 and 11 from each conference. It's 9 teams from the Eastern Conference and 13 teams from the Western Conference. Basically, the teams out of this playoffs are not in the playoff hunt, but that can get there, and y'all see more.
The 2019-20 restart is contingent on an agreement with the Walt Disney Company to use Walt Disney World Resort near Orlando, Florida, as a single site for a campus for all games, practices, and housing for the remainder of the season.
I forgot to say that. Yeah, it's going to be hosted on Orlando, Florida, the Disney World Resort.
In anticipation of the return of the NBA, here are some common questions and answers about the restart of the 2019-20 season. Again, it's important to note that all of these dates are tentative.
Don't ask me what tentative means. I'm assuming it means it's not guaranteed, or either that, or they're actually really striving, like pushing to make these the dates.
TikTok now.
Make them the actual dates, because they're really looking to have the regular season next season start December 1st or around Christmas, something like that. But let's keep listening.
Greater than. NBA's Board of Governors approve restart of 2019-20 season. Link. Greater than. NBPA approves further negotiations with NBA on 22-team format for season restart. Link. Great playoff picture. Closer look at current playoff matchups. Link.
Okay.
Q. Star. Q. When does the 2019-20 season restart begin and end? Heading level 4.
Listen closely.
July 31st is the tentative start date. The finals would end no later than October 12th.
No later, so they're really looking. That's what I'm guessing tentative mean. Like, basically, what's this? I guess you can say they're making it, they're really, like they're really pushing to basically they're not like trying to have the date start the off season no later than October 12th. Sorry, I couldn't think of another word.
Q. Which teams will be returning? Heading level
This
4.
is Q. So if y'all hear that, that means question, obviously. So what was the question? I'm gonna play. Well, we'll see.
A total of 22 teams would return to play this season. Eastern Conference.
Okay, Eastern Conference.
Bullet. List start. Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks number 1 seed.
Toronto Raptors.
Toronto Raptors number 2.
Boston Celtics.
Obviously the Boston Celtics number 3.
Miami Heat.
Miami Heat.
Bullet. Indiana Pacers.
3, 4, Indiana Pacers.
Bullet. Philadelphia 76ers.
Number 5.
Bullet. Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets number 6.
Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic number. Oh wow, so they technically have home court advantage. I don't know why they said. I don't know. Okay, whatever.
Washington Wizards. List
Washington
end.
Wizards number 9, I think.
Western Conference.
I think that's right. Okay. Western Conference is
Bullet.
obviously my
List start.
Lakers.
Los Angeles
The Los
Lakers.
Angeles Lakers, baby. Number 1.
LA
2,
Clippers.
the Clippers.
Bullet.
3,
Denver
the
Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets.
Bullet. Utah
4,
Jazz.
4 Jazz.
Bullet. Oklahoma
5,
City Thunder.
Thunder.
Houston
6,
Rockets.
Houston
Bullet.
Rockets.
Dallas
7,
Mavericks.
number Dallas Mavericks.
Bullet. Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies, obviously number 8.
Portland
9,
Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
Bullet. New Orleans
New Orleans
Pelicans.
Pelicans number 10. Yeah.
Sacramento Kings.
Kings 11.
Bullet. San Antonio
12,
Spurs. Bullet. Phoenix
13,
Suns. List end.
Phoenix Suns. So 13 in the West.
This is based on the competitive format that the BOG approved. The returning teams are the 16 teams in current playoff positions and the 6 teams that are currently 6 games or fewer behind the 8th seed in their respective conferences.
That's a better way to describe. So either the teams that's in the playoffs in the 8th spot, the lowest 8th spot, or if there's 6 games or lower behind the 8th spot. So that's better way. Yeah, so y'all get that.
Q. What are seeding games? Heading level 4.
Question.
The 8 remaining games each returning team would play before the playoffs begin. The games would be selected from a team's remaining regular season matchups.
I want the Clippers.
Q. Where will games be played? Heading level 4.
Orlando is yours.
Games and practices would be held near Orlando as the season restart is contingent on an agreement with the Walt Disney Company to use Walt Disney World Resort. It would be a single-side location, featuring a campus that would house players for the remainder of the season. Q. What are the NBA's medical protocols? Heading level 4. The NBA and the NBPA are working with infectious disease specialists, public health experts and government officials to establish a rigorous program to prevent and mitigate the risk related to COVID-19, including a regular testing protocol and stringent safety practices.
They're going to be doing testing regularly. So, like, basically every time they come to that resort to practice or whatever.
Q. How many total games will each team in the 22-team field have played before the playoffs begin? Heading level 4. It varies by team, but most of the 22 teams would play 72 or 73 games after the 8 seeding games are added to their regular season game total. The Dallas Mavericks would have played the most total games, 75, and the San Antonio Spurs and Los Angeles Lakers would have played the least, 71.
71. There are 82 games in a season. I guess that's just the buys.
Q. How will playoff seeding work? Heading level 4. The 7 teams in each conference with the best records, regular season games plus seeding games, would have clinched a playoff spot. The usual. Tiebreaker. Link. Scenarios would be in place for those seeds. The 8th seed could potentially come down to a play-in tournament.
Yep, against the 9th seed.
Q. How would the play-in tournament work? Heading level 4. If the team with the 8th best record in its conference is more than 4 games ahead of the team with the 9th best record in the same conference, no play-in tournament would be necessary. The final playoff berth would simply go to the team with the 8th best record, regular season games plus seeding games. But if the team with the 8th best record in its conference is 4 games or fewer ahead of the team with the 9th best record in the same conference, then we'll have a battle for the final spot between those 2 teams.
Yep. I'm going to tell you right now, I know maybe explain it a little bit better, but the 8th seed and 9th seed, like I said, if it's that situation, all the 8th seed would have to do is win 1 game, but if they lose, then the 9th seed still has to win 1 more after that. So they have basically the 9th seed has to win 2 games in a row against the 8th seed. And since it's in advance, since the 8th seed already technically is in the playoffs, but since this situation is happening, they're gonna make obviously the 8th seed have the better advantage and only have to win 1. But this normally wouldn't happen in the NBA. This is just because of the situation. So the 9th seed still has a chance, or even the 10th seed. So yeah.
The tournament would basically be a best-of-2 series where the no. 9 seed would have to win 2 head-to-head matchups to take over the no. 8 spot.
Yeah, they said it better than I did.
Bullet. List start. Current NBA standings. Link. Vertical line. NBA playoff picture and tiebreaker scenarios. Link. List
Alright,
end.
here we go.
Q. Will the playoffs be any different? Heading level 4.
No.
No. Once the 16-team playoff field is set, the NBA playoffs would proceed in a traditional conference-based format featuring the usual best-of-7 series in the first round, conference semifinals, conference finals, and the finals.
So y'all heard that. Basically, no, it's going to be basically the same as how it's always been. The best of 7 series in the first round, then obviously the conference semifinals, then the conference finals, then obviously the NBA finals.
Q. When is the NBA draft lottery? Heading level 4.
I think that's in September, right?
August 25th. This is
Oh, yeah,
assuming
August
games
25th.
begin on July 31st as tentatively scheduled. Q. How will lottery teams be determined? Heading level 4. The 14 lottery teams would be the 8 teams that do not participate in the restart and the 6 teams that participate in the restart but do not qualify for the playoffs. These teams would be seeded in the lottery and assigned odds based on their records through March 11th. The 16 playoff teams would draft in inverse order of their combined records across regular season games and seeding games. Q. When is the NBA draft? Heading level 4.
So basically, that was saying that
The 16 playoff teams
Hold
would
on,
draft
let
in
me
inverse
understand.
order of their combined records across regular season games and seeding games.
I don't understand. Okay. I guess they're gonna come. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the draft lottery. I mean, yeah.
Q. When is the NBA draft? Heading
When is
level
the
4.
NBA draft?
October 15. This is assuming games begin on July 31st as tentatively scheduled. Q. When will the 2020-21 season start? Heading level 4.
December 1st, roughly.
The 2020-21 NBA regular season would likely begin on December 1st, 2020. This is also assuming games begin on July 31st as tentatively scheduled. More tentative details, such as when training camps open and free agency begins, are forthcoming. This article will be updated accordingly. Image.
I think that's
Sky.
it.
Image.
Yeah,
Outdoor.
that's basically it. See, I heard everything that they were saying. So let me speed up my voiceover.
For links, hints, sounds, speaking.
Okay,
6,
so-
8, 100%. Voice off.
So yeah, that's basically the details of the NBA startup of the 2019-20 season. Hope that helped you guys for the most part. Hope you enjoyed this video also. Remember, like, comment, share, turn on notifications so you know every time I upload a brand new video. Usually upload a brand new video every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You already know what it is with me. With that being said, stay safe out there.